Here we go. And three,
Two,
2, 1. Welcome
back.
back. We're doing it. We're doing the damn thing again.
Third week in a row.
Yes, we're getting good at it, guys. I think we finally figured it out.
Yeah, definitely did. I'm in a very different space today. I'm currently at the gym because I live at the gym, but
It's okay.
the, the lighting's really nice.
It is really nice.
There's a big window here.
Oh,
Got
damn.
a recording
Someone's
light.
gonna, do people like walk by that window?
Yeah.
They're gonna
Um,
walk by and be like, what is she doing?
yeah. And I really wish it was like black glass so like they couldn't see in.
Yeah, that would have been smart.
Yeah.
It's okay though.
I haven't got there yet.
Yeah. So today, I guess it's going to be more of like a serious topic, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But we're pretty much, so I guess I'll just start with, we're going to be talking about like sexual harassment and sexual assault. And the only reason why we kind of decided to talk about it is because Alex Cooper's documentary, Call Her Alex, on Hulu just came out this week. And I was surprised when I was like watching it because I had no clue she went through that. And I think it kind of like shed light on like to a lot of people's eyes about her. And like really she kind of I think like opened up the discussion to
And
talk about it.
I feel like too, it's a whole different perspective on sexual harassment too.
Yeah.
Like nothing sexual actually came out of it, obviously, but
Hmm.
like what happened like was sexual harassment. Like asking how her coach was asking her about her sex life and if she had sex
Yeah.
last night and like holding things against her and literally kicking her best friend off the team
Yeah.
and like not giving her playing time. Like that's all.
But like, and I also think it was kind of really eye-opening too that it was a female doing it to a female.
Me too, honestly. I thought that was super eye-opening because I was like, you like, I feel like in most cases it's really a male to a female, not a
Hmm.
female to a female. And like, it's very eye-opening to see that it can happen from a female to female perspective. So,
Yeah, but like, and it just goes to show, like, I just feel like a lot of people, it's getting better nowadays, but I feel like before, like, so in, let's say in Alex's case, like, whatever happened with her, people would not consider that sexual harassment because nothing physical happened.
yeah,
But in the long run, she like talks about it, like in the documentary, like it affected her emotionally. Like this is the first time she's talking about it in a decade.
yeah,
And like it was the first time she went back to the school while she was recording the documentary.
yeah. Right.
But I also just feel like it's also a great example though of how I don't want to say all the time, but a significant amount of the time it's the person, I guess the perpetrator is a person in power.
It always is a person in power, I feel like. Or I feel like also it's always somebody who's like, um, there's somebody who you really wouldn't suspect
Hmm.
like doing it, like her soccer coach. And like the thing that really threw me for a loop was when she went to the athletic director and told them, and they did not even open up the book of everything her mother wrote down.
Nope.
Straight up was just like, what do you want? Like you can
And
stay here, but and you like we'll still keep you on a full scholarship. Like that's obviously just showing that it's happened multiple times and it's been brought to their attention multiple times and just nothing has done anything.
yeah,
Like I literally saw a TikTok of a girl and it was like a older lady and she was like she was doing this to us when I went there and she had to been like 50.
yeah, and she was still doing it up until recently.
Yeah. Like she just retired in 2022.
Yeah, so like that's only 3 years ago. Like just think about it, like that's a lot of friggin' kids.
Way too many kids. Like that's just like and she definitely just picked one like kid, like one freshman, and like did it for the full 4 years. And
But then like also going back to like how this athletic director like didn't want to do anything about it, I feel like that's what schools do because they don't want a bad name,
yeah, agreed.
which
100% agreed.
I mean isn't right at all. And this is just one story about it. Like just imagine like how many other, not even kids it's happened to or adults it's happened to, but like how many other schools have been trying to cover it up.
Yeah, like it's definitely happened to a bunch of people in bigger schools because I just feel like it's like I feel like bigger schools get away with a lot more in a sense than
Yeah.
smaller schools. So I don't know.
I don't
I
know. It
just think it's
just,
crazy, and it's like crazy to think because like I don't know why people who are in power just think that just because they have this power that they can go and do that to people. Like it's not right. Like
yeah. But I mean, that's what they think they do. When people have all this power, they think they can do everything and anything and nothing is stopping them,
no,
unfortunately.
literally. Like
And I mean, just in like Alex Cooper's case, but like, look at what she came to be.
exactly, and now she's using her platform, and they're probably scared shitless. Like kids aren't gonna want to go to that school now.
No. And like the sad part is, like people who were going there during that time probably had no clue what was going on, and now this is getting released and they're sitting there reflecting like, oh shit, like that was going on and I had no clue. And it makes you think like if that was going on, which is something really serious and it was kept so secretive, like what else is happening?
No, literally, like what else is happening? It's
I don't.
just scary.
And I mean, I think we can actually relate, not like personally, I guess kind of personally relate to this topic, but the industry that we're in, unfortunately,
This happens a lot.
sexual harassment and sexual assault and abuse has really like come to light over the past, I would say probably like 5 years within the cheerleading industry.
It's been it's been a lot. Like it's like and it's sad because this industry is for kids. Like this industry is supposed to be a safe spot for kids and like again, like it's people taking their power to an advantage that should never be taken to. And it's like if you feel like you need to like mentally you like I feel like there's signs before like you know what I mean like just
Yeah.
like how the person is like they take power to their head and all that stuff so obviously you just know that like why are you
But
sitting here working with kids.
also, though, I feel like the parents of these children who are the victims of it, in their head, they're thinking if this person is in this position or role and they're that high up, that they're there for a reason.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I feel like they think that that would never happen.
No, it's always it will never happen to my kid until it actually happens to your kid and it sucks because like this sport to me has always been my safe space and like luckily like I've never like that's never happened to like really to me or anybody close to me that something like that has happened to but like it's like I couldn't imagine being a kid like because these kids are young or like even like 17, 18, and like people like I feel like when I was cheering like I took pride in my coach like whatever my coach said I was like okay like you know what I mean like they know a lot of stuff like they know stuff but like it wasn't like I don't even know. Like it's just like sad. Like it's just sad.
But I also think, like, exactly what you just said. You trusted your coach and would do whatever they say. And I think that's why a lot of these things go unnoticed and untalked about for so long until it turns into something really serious. And I mean, now, obviously, it's just kind of like with anything, and we've talked about before, like once something happens, like that's when a rule has to happen and all this stuff. And like in the beginning of the season, as coaches, like we have to do a background check, we have to do the safe sport videos and all this stuff. And honestly, when I sit there and I watch those videos, like half the time, like I can't even really pay attention because it literally makes me want to vomit the stuff that you have to physically watch and listen to. Cause,
Yeah.
and also it's stuff that people have done.
Yeah, and they changed all the videos like recently, so they're all kind of like newer to like things that have come about in the industry. And it's just like half the time like I can't even listen to it because like I just don't want to hear it because like it's just like people are fucking sick in the head
And like it's
mentally.
literally
Like it's just
disturbing. Like
literally.
why? Like go do it to somebody your own age.
But not even that. Like
No, I don't mean
no,
like
I know what you mean.
abuse them. I mean like the sexual acts and stuff. Like just find somebody your own age.
And like that's the thing. Like I feel like people are just mentally sick in the head that they definitely have shown signs that like things like this would eventually occur in their lifetime. I don't know
Yeah.
if that makes sense,
Yeah.
but like um and that's when it's like you need to go get help. Like somebody needs to get you help in the end of like and like it pisses me off when it's like I don't think anything like the whole one case he ended up killing himself. Like you're a coward, one. I personally think that's a cowardly act
Yeah.
because you literally, like, you did that and then you're gonna go kill yourself because you can't take the consequences. Well, why did you do those actions?
And
Take
also like
accountability for your actions and, like,
going off of that, but like that also makes me like so angry and like so mad because you like one, you're a coward, like you just said, but two, at that point, if that's what it comes to is you taking your own life, you know you are guilty and what you did was wrong. Like
literally.
at that point, you are 100,000% aware of it that your actions were wrong and that you should have never done that.
No. It's just like,
I don't know. It just like it really like makes my skin crawl at that point
it
because
makes
like
my
you,
skin crawl too because it's just like, and now, like, it sucks because, like, I feel like this sport now has become so nobody wants to put their kid in it.
no.
I feel like, um, like unless they've been in it or cheered themselves, like you know what I mean. Like I just now feel like this sport has such a bad rap, and it's not supposed to. At the end of the day, like it's supposed to be something that kids are supposed to enjoy, and it's supposed to be something that parents shouldn't be worried about. Like you know what I mean?
Yep. And also it makes me like really sad because I mean, I feel like in some cases, which really makes me devastated, the gym knows what's going on, I feel like in some cases. But
Agreed.
then on the other hand of it, you have the other hand where sometimes these gyms are just so large that like that have 30 to 40 coaches where you can't keep tabs on everybody and you might not like you genuinely might not know what is going on, but now because this all comes out, nobody wants to go to your gym and you're losing kids. So like it's not even that like it's just affecting the individual who is like doing the act, but it's also obviously the victim is
The most important, but it's like
affects
also
them too,
affecting
but it
everybody's else's livelihoods in a way.
exactly when they could have had nothing to do with it.
Exactly. I don't know. I just feel like, and it's like, and the thing is too, and it couldn't even happen in sports. Like, it could be somebody like a parent figure that does it to you.
Yep.
It could be your mom. It could be your dad, your brother, your aunt, your uncle, because that's just what I feel like adults who have a certain type of when
Yep.
they have that power, they use and abuse it to the max, and it's just like, why?
Yep. Exactly. And like it's also like you hear all the time about like teachers and students.
Yes, that one is a big one, and I feel like recently, like when I was back home in Jersey and like working in a school, I felt like there was a lot of times where I'd be scrolling like on like Facebook and stuff, and there'd be like New Jersey teacher like blah blah, and I'm like, what is going on? Like I don't know. I guess it was like coincidence. I guess because I was working in a school maybe,
Yeah.
but it was like the one teacher. I think it was in Cape May. I want to say or
Mm-hmm.
maybe up north, who got a kid, like the kid got her pregnant and like
Yep.
all this stuff, and the kid was living with her, and like the mom knew and everything like that. Like, I get like whatever. Sometimes there's situations, but that teacher used and abused that situation to the max. Like
Oh,
the kid was
100%.
like, I think the kid was 10 when they got the teacher pregnant. Like what?
It's just like things that,
2-year-old should not be able to produce sperm like that.
yeah,
Rape babies.
well, one, yeah, but two, like if you just think about it, like you just think like that's something like you would see in movies, like you would never hear about, and like just the fact that like these fictional scenarios like that you would think are actually happening, let alone in the world, but also right in your backyard.
Literally. It's
It's,
literally like it could be your next door neighbor. Like that whole thing in Gloucester Township. Like
yep,
literally maybe 5 seconds away from you, a street or two over from Jenna, like literally was holding their two kids captive.
yep, and
Like
sexually abusing her.
literally. Like it's just like it's crazy and it's sad and it's we live in a fucked up sick world, and it's so funny. My dad's always like, why do you want to bring kids into this world? Because
Hmm.
do you want to worry about everything? Like do you want to like, and I'm just like,
But
no, I understand
you
that, but
also
like
just made a very good point. It literally just goes to show, like I said earlier, by other people's actions are now affecting you when you have nothing to do with it.
no, literally, like I got nothing to do with it. Like what the hell?
I don't know. And like,
This week.
and also like for like the legal sides of it, I honestly feel like if you are convicted of any kind of sexual harassment, sexual assault, sexual abuse, you should have life.
Yeah, agreed. And it's just like people like, and for some reason, I feel like women get away with it more than men, in a sense.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know why. So it's. Oh,
I don't know,
it's
like you just I just feel like the whole justice system itself is just so fucked up to begin with. Like just like with different scenarios and different like I really feel like there should literally like no matter if you have no priors or you have your worst person in the world and you've been locked up every single year of your life or arrested every single year of your life, I literally feel like there should be a scale.
me too. And I feel like there's people who are locked up for very, very stupid things
Yep. And
that
taking
should not
space.
be locked up in a way. I feel
Yep.
like, I
Yep.
mean, like murder, obviously, like that stuff, yes,
Yeah.
but like, and drugs, like, yeah. But there's some people who are in jail for like stupid stuff, like very, very, like probation, like missing a
Yep.
probation. They're in jail now for 3 years because of it. And it's like, why? You'll put somebody in jail who's missed up one probation meeting over somebody who has sexually assaulted somebody or like anything like that. So it's just kind of like, where's the balance at the end?
Exactly. And like, I feel like lawyers always first thing is, well, they have no priors, they have a clean record. Okay, well then in my mind, that makes me think that they're a very good person and they know what's right and what is wrong.
But
So then,
they might not have priors because nobody has came out and spoke about it.
true. But I
Because
mean, like, I'm just saying, like, in my mind, sort of like, I don't know, just, I feel like that's always what lawyers say, like, I have no priors. Well, then, that kind of goes to, like, you're basically trying to say that this person is a good citizen. Well, then, why did they commit that act?
yeah, like it's just
If
because of
they're
their
such
priors
a good
doesn't
person.
mean, because if there's one victim, there's usually always multiple victims.
Yep. I don't know. It's just the whole thing is just like really sad. Let me see. I have some statistics. So this is from the National Sexual Violence Resource Center. Their website is www.nsvrc.org. So let's see. It says 1 in 5 women in the United States experience completed or attempted rape during their lifetime. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Literally 1 in 5. Like, that's literally like if me, you, and 3 of our other friends are like standing there, at least one of us. Like, that's crazy.
That is crazy. That's sick.
Yep. Nearly a quarter of men in the U.S. experience some form of contact sexual violence in their lifetime. I honestly think that number is a lot more. I just think there's a stigma around it, and people think men cannot be a victim, but they can be. And I also think it is more of like an embarrassing or humiliating act for men to express that that has happened to them. So I honestly think that number is a lot more.
I agree with that one.
Nationwide, 81% of women and 43% of men reported experience some form of sexual harassment and or assault in their lifetime.
It's insane.
That 81% of women, that's ridiculous.
That's literally more than half the population of women.
Yeah. And I mean the men one is 43, so like like women are almost double that. A little less than double. Um 1 in 3 female victims of completed or attempted rape experienced it for the first time between the ages of 11 and 17. Do you want to know
like,
the wording in that sentence that really makes me like cringe? The first time.
yeah.
Like, 1, it should never happen. 2, there should never be a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10, blah, 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 time.
And I feel like sometimes too, it's like it happens one time with one person, but then it happens a couple years later by another person. I feel like.
Yeah.
Some, especially if like older, whatever high school age that happens, and then they go to college and then it happens again. Like,
Yeah. About 1 in 4 male victims of completed or attempted rape first experienced it between the ages of 11 and 17. So I mean that's pretty much the same thing of
yeah. And
the
I feel like it's
female.
usually, I feel like from 11 to 17, like younger ages, it's usually somebody they know, like
Yeah.
family member.
And I also, I mean, there's no like statistics on it, but I also feel like men are more sexually harassed and assaulted when they are younger.
Yes, agreed.
Because I feel like they are more like vulnerable. And
I hate to say this, but I feel like sometimes the men that does happen to them, they end up doing it as well.
Yep. Yeah,
And same with
100%.
women. And same with women.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Trying to find like the good ones. Oh, here's a crazy one. Not good ones. I don't mean good ones. um, about half of female victims of rape reported being raped by an intimate partner by 40.8% by an acquaintance. I feel like this is a big one.
Me too. A partner is definitely a big one, I feel like. And I don't think men realize that when a woman says no, that it means no, and that forcing them is rape. Hands down.
Yeah. And like I literally hate when people say, "Oh, well that's my wife or that's my husband. I can do whatever I want to them."
No, you cannot.
No. Okay. Let's see. Um where was I just at? Okay, so here's the male statistic side. Wow, this is actually kind of mind-boggling. Over half, 52.4% of male victims report being raped by an acquaintance and 15.1% by a stranger. Why doesn't it say anything about an intimate partner? The girl one was an intimate partner and acquaintance, but this one is an acquaintance and a stranger.
That is wild. That's different.
Like, I mean,
God, I can't stop yawning.
like I'm sure it has happened, like through an intimate partner, but I'm kind of, it kind of makes me mad that it's not on there.
Yeah, me too.
But also, it's kind of crazy that
More
half
of it are
of they know them.
women are raped, yeah, by people they know.
Yeah, and like, but also like for men, it's
Mhm.
like it doesn't say anything about strangers for females, but like I'm shocked that it's more for like male victims of an acquaintance than a stranger.
Yeah. A
Like,
dragonfly just flew into the window. Sorry. It's kind of funny.
and then here's the last one. The estimated lifetime cost of rape is $122,461 per victim. That's just one person.
That's insane. That's insane.
That's a lot of,
Money.
yeah, a lot, a lot, a lot. Let's see if we have a question, if I can find it. Okay, we have one new one.
One.
Okay. Okay. It does have a name, but they don't want their name to be said. So, okay, anonymous, I guess. It says, if you could change places with one of your friends for 24 hours, who would it be and why?
I don't know.
I'm trying
All of
to
our lives are
think.
boring.
Well, it doesn't have to be like the opposite sex.
No, I'm saying like, but all of our lives are boring. Like
Oh, I
nothing
thought you
that
said
we do.
I thought you said all of the guys are boring.
No. All of our lives are boring. Like I know what everybody basically does on a day-to-day basis.
Like honestly, I feel like I mean, I want to say Casey just
I was
because
thinking
like
Casey too.
because like she's going to school to be a doctor, so like she probably sees some crazy ass shit and learns some crazy stuff, but I would not want to be under her stress level.
Yeah, no. Definitely not. Mm,
I don't know. I think that's the one I'll go with.
Casey?
Yeah.
Hmm. I don't know. I don't know.
Nothing. You just want to be you and only you.
Um, hmm. I wanted to say Casey too because she lives in Tennessee.
That's fine. We can have the same answer.
Okay. We're both gonna be Casey for the day.
Okay.
Casey, I'm coming for you.
We're gonna be Dr. Grady for the day.
Yes. I want to be a doctor so bad. If I was a doctor, JK, that's just too much schooling.
Fuck that. I barely made it through the 5 years I went.
Me too. And I'm so much in debt.
Yeah,
For really
same.
nothing to show for besides a piece of paper
Yeah, that I'm not
that
even using.
that I'd never even printed out and put it in my thing. Like it's just like I don't even think I can get it anymore. Okay.
Wait, they didn't mail it to you?
No. I could either print it. You could either get it mailed or printed, and I got
And
printed. I just
why?
they might have mailed it to me, but I might have had my wrong address in there.
Some random person got a nice diploma.
Yeah, it says my name on it.
You're gonna watch out. Somebody's gonna try to steal your identity.
Somebody already has stolen my
Well, yeah.
identity.
Well,
My
yeah.
dead cousin.
I know, but um,
I think I want to go get Zaxby's.
all right, that sounds good. I know I was gonna eat when I got home, but I didn't. But now I have plenty of time to make food before I have to leave.
Oh yeah, your practice. What time do you practice till?
6:30 to 9.
So it's hard.
No, the summer hours are like short, which is nice.
I'm there 5:30 to 8:30. Really 6:30 to 8:30.
That's not bad though.
Yeah, my Tuesday and Thursdays are really easy because I only have Empire. But they have Team Tumble from 5:30 to 6:30, so I really don't
Yeah.
need to be there, but I do.
Well, I think that is a wrap on this episode. I know it was kind of like
Deeper.
a deeper topic, but
I
we
will
just
have
thought it
to
was.
say, if you guys have not gone and watched Call Her Alex, Call Me Alex, or whatever it is, 100% do it. I watched it and finished it yesterday, and it was so good.
Yeah, whatever day did it come out yesterday? Yeah.
2 days ago.
Oh, whatever day came out, I literally watched and like watched it in one day. It was really good. But
Episodes. Is there more episodes coming out, or is it just 2 episodes?
I don't know. Well, the way she ended it, I'm not really sure.
I feel like that was like. I feel like it should have just been made a movie and not 2 episodes.
Yeah. But like that's like the new thing Hulu does.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway,
Yep, make sure you are following us on everything. And also, I just want to put like the National Sexual Assault Hotline out there for anybody. If you feel like you need to use it, please do. It is 1-800-656-4673, and they are available 24 hours a day.
yep.
We will see you next week. We love you all as always.